Morning. Quite a good night's sleep actually. It was raining like mad last night. Loads of rain. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a bit misty, isn't it? It's set to clear at about 1 o'clock. Oh, not too bad. Yeah, forecast a massive cloud coming over, massive rain cloud coming over about 11 o'clock, so I don't want to get caught in that. It's 9 o'clock now, and then once that cloud goes, the weather really improves then. I think we'll see how we get on this morning. I might just go for it. Got the kettle on, making a coffee with me coffee mate. Good stuff. Weather's brightened up a little bit. It's a bit of a different day today. Sun's gone in. I've been waiting for all the rain to clear. The forecast says now that the rain's gone, but it's just started spitting again. But I'm going to go for it. Parked the van in the same place as parked yesterday when we came down in the dark and the van was there. And yesterday I went around that way, around the side. Today I'm going straight up the hill, which is the way that I came back in the dark last night, so it'd be interesting to see kind of where I veered off wrong. I ended up, I think I ended up coming down just on that point over there where those rocks were, not too far out, and I had to dogleg it, sorry, where those rocks are there, and then dogleg it over to that side. Found a path down here, so it should be good. There's somebody here, look. Yeah. Do you find in the Preseli Hills that you don't see anybody until you need to either have a pee or you're talking to yourself or something, and then people appear? Like yesterday I was on Carn Goedog and I stood at the top and I went, yes! Thinking no one was there, and then Lee popped up about 5 minutes later, so he must have heard me shouting. Anyway, there we go. Right, I'll update you when I get to the top. Crikey, this is a bit of a hill. You see the van down there, all the way down at the bottom. There you can see it. We're nearly at the crest of the steep bit. Yeah, I must have gone. Yeah, I was nearly on the right path actually, I think. But the path kind of goes along and then down. I think I must have just come. I was just over here. What a view! That is a bit of a view, look. Looking down to the van. Little visual on where we are. This is all Carn Shan. So whether that bit there is actually Carn Shan, or wherever, but we are on Carn Shan here, so this is kind of a carn, so I've climbed to the top of it, and this is like a panoramic view. There's the horse box down there, not my horse box, not my wooden beautiful horse box, but it is a horse box down there, and that's where we parked last night. So we're heading up that way, and I think I did alright last night actually to find my way down this carn, because actually there's not really any paths, which is nice, because I kind of thought I just lost the path, lost the track, and I was like, but actually this is it, this is what it is. I've got to decide in a minute which way I go. I either go straight up to that, there was a spooky little cairn up here actually. I might just go over that way a little bit, just see where I am, and then gradually work my way back up this way, because there's kind of nothing really to see up here. So as I go over there, I'll get a nice view there of Carn Menyn. So I'm just on Carn Shan, and I've come across this, which looks like the remains of a, it actually looks like the remains of a cairn or something, you know, like a burial mound almost, I suppose. I don't know. I wonder if that was cut from here and placed. Or it could be a small scale quarry and stone for houses. Just a visual here. I tell you what, this is hard walking up here. It's very hard stomping. I just found this path here, but these paths kind of just disappear. I think everyone just makes their own way along and finds the rocks, I suppose, and whatever. Well, the very few people that come here. It's hard walking. Like basically, I've navigated my way around here and up here. I've just, you know, I've Bear Grylls it. Basically, I'm going to walk up this way because I'm going to follow this path. I found this very rare thing called a path here, and I'm going to walk up and follow it up to that ridge. Just beyond there is that spooky carn that we found yesterday. That felt weird. I'm going to go back in daylight and have a look at that. Looking over to Carn Menyn over there. Just found these stones here. And it's obviously just like someone had an obsession of breaking up all these carns, just breaking them up and leaving the stones here. Mass destruction, isn't it, really? It looks like that anyway, doesn't it? This has all just been broken up and just left. It's like, well, yeah, you can see evidence of fire, look, where they would have cracked the stones. So yeah, I clocked this one from back there, and I thought it's like a jumble of rocks, and then I got closer to it, and in here I found some sticks and some sheep's wool, and I went around the side here, and there's like a bag in there, look, like a bit of rubbish, like a bag. And I pulled it out, the bag, and you see something's nesting in there. Can you see it's like a nest in there? I came around this side and there's another one here. There's creatures living in this rock. And they're taking like grass and rubbish that people have left and that sort of stuff in there to make their nests. Could be like weasels or something. So the destruction of all this rock and everything has actually helped some animals with their houses, which is quite a nice thing, I suppose. So it is being used at the end of the day. This is that cairn. or whatever it is. That was it last night. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's so small, and I thought maybe it was a grave of a child or something. It also is really reminiscent of like a quoit. You can imagine like a cap. Well, you can imagine that if it's a big stone, being the capstone on there and being like a tiny quoit. I don't know why it freaked me. It seemed to when I walked down that way, and it was getting dark and it was getting late, you know, but it seemed like there was a vibe. I don't know, special little stone, isn't it? I wonder if it had a capstone. I wonder if that would line up. Like a capstone would line up on there. Or whether it's not that old at all. I've been staying out in the wilds and stuff, and staying at Carn Goedog all day yesterday, and never had any bad vibes, or not any vibes. Didn't have any, you know. But just walking past here. It could mark something. And there's that carn that we saw yesterday evening. It was kind of in the dark. Getting to know them now. Carn Bicker. Why do I keep thinking that this reminds me of a stone circle? I saw it last night and I thought, oh, there's a stone circle here. And then without thinking, I just walked down again, just now. I'm like, oh, it does look like a stone circle. But actually when you get here, it's nothing like a stone circle. From a distance, it does look like these standing stones here. They're natural. It's like they form a natural, almost like a natural circle. They do form a circle. Look. It just happens to be this flat stone in the middle as well. Flagstone in the middle, in the centre. On top of Carn Bicker. You see the cairns here, look. The stones surround the whole thing. Something there as well. Yeah, my stone circle doesn't look like much of a circle from here, but look at that view. Isn't that amazing? It's like a stone row, it's not. It's like an oval almost, it's not a circle. There's 19 stones in every stone circle in Penwith, I think. Some of them have stones missing and stuff. Let's count these, let's start from there. 1. That's 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's one beyond that, but 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It says 15. Don't know what I've achieved there, but it looks more like a circle from here. I'm not sure how genuine this stone circly type thing is, because that stone there moves. I just put my hand on it and it moves. Don't want to be destructive. But I would have said for something that was, if it was meant to be ancient, you shouldn't have that movement. And if everyone comes up and does that, then obviously all the stones are able to fall down. So I probably shouldn't have done that. But it's actually, I don't know. I think that would have stood up for 5,000 years if it moves like that. Quite impressive if it did stand up for 5,000 years and it moves like that, but I don't know. See how some of these are leaning? They look old, genuine. I suppose they do. There's evidence. See, that to me looks like the darkened burn marks we had on some of the other stones. There is something on the map called Bed Arthur. It's near Carn Goedog. I don't think it lines up with this. Could be wrong, but I think it's in a different position when I orientate the map. I've come back up to Carn Goedog, to the top of the Carn, to actually look down and see if I can see any footpaths, because on the map there's only one footpath that runs straight through here. And Carn Arthur is down here, and that footpath, as you can see down there, it like runs across along there. This is Carn Arthur, and it's really difficult to get to. Kind of these reeds here would suggest it's quite boggy ground. There's no real footpaths. I've had to come all the way around to come this side to try and find the clearest sort of route. But yeah, kind of, this is all I'm following, things like this, which you can't probably see, but just like a little bit of something to avoid the bogs. But there are, yeah, it's obviously quite boggy ground here, going through the reeds. So that's Carn Arthur. The top of Carn Arthur. Now I can pronounce that one. That's one I can pronounce. Something to do with King Arthur, named after or something. There we go. That was one of the trickiest cairns I've had to get to. It was really, there's no pathways to it. Now I'm looking, now I'm on top of it, you can see a couple of pathways here kind of disappearing. There was a main pathway which I happened to find just at the end, but it comes from there, but you still can't see it from here. It was really nothing. Seems to be some sort of pathway here. Don't know which way I'm going to get out of it. I want to go that way, so anything like, I'll probably take that pathway and see if I can try and get over to where those sheep are, and that might be the way. That'll be the way, because I know that stone row thing is just up there. Carn Preseli is that one directly in front over there, and Carn Goedog is the one over there, and just to the top of it. And that's the one that is the Iron Age settlement on there. And then Carn Menyn is that one there that you keep seeing. And see the horse box still over there? So that was kind of our parking spot the last couple of nights. The Carn Arthur's pretty big actually. It's worth the hassle of getting here and the navigational nightmare. Because actually it kind of, the inaccessibility makes it, I don't know, makes it kind of unspoilt. It's not being quarried and stuff as much as the rest of them, I don't think. It's kind of, I don't think a lot of people managed to get here, to be honest with you. Carn Arthur, named after King, name escapes me at the minute, but something to do with Tintagel. Yeah, named after King Arthur. That's huge. That's got to be, crikey. I don't know how long that is. That's huge. Feet wise, 30 foot. Is it? Like that. That's mad. I'll give it some scale with my rucksack. There's some scale with the rucksack. Look, see that? That's been cut. And that one there has been cut as well. This is the side of Carn Arthur here. Don't know. If that rock has actually been cut away from another rock, that is just phenomenal. How do you move a rock that size? That is huge. That's like one of the big stones at Stonehenge. That is massive, that stone. And heavy. This stone is very dense. Why would someone cut a stone this big? Not in the modern day, they wouldn't. There's no way. People would have small stones and then they'd attach them together with whatever, not cement but whatever. See how deep it goes, really deep there. It does have the telltale signs, look, of being cut. Or it could have been glacial, because they're all like sloping this way, look. I mean, this is obviously a glacial valley, look here. And this, well, I don't know, it's not, I'm saying obviously, but I don't know, but it could have, if there was a glacier going down there, it could have taken these rocks. These rocks could have all gone as the ice retreated down there. That could be the answer. That's a massive stone. Shift that. That's where we're just looking at with the wedge inside. And I don't know if you can see from this angle, but I can see it there. There's a wedge in there. That's a massive stone. Carn Arthur from this angle. Looks like that stone's been placed on top there. You can see the dark stone on the side, looks like it's all been burnt and cracked off. In that sort of technique of lighting the fire, heating the rock up, then pouring cold water on it to crack the rock. Bye, Carn Arthur. See you again. Try and find a way out of here now. That's bonkers. That's a little track that I took, but it's not like that all the way. It's only at the end bit there. The rest of it, I just had to find my own way. That's the hardest place to get to. Crikey. There we go. No footpaths really to Carn Arthur, so got to make your own way. Just walking across to Carn Menyn over here. Massive carn that is. And I've just clocked over in this angle here, straight in front of my finger, if I'm pointing the right direction. If my finger's straight, sorry. There's just like a straight avenue. Like a straight road, if you like. You don't even see it. I wonder what that is. It's like grass in the middle and two hedges. But it's just straight. It's a bit weird, isn't it? So peaceful here. I'm just approaching Carn Menyn, or Menny, whatever it's called, however you pronounce it. Carn Menyn. And see a face in the rock just on the end there. I was looking at that, and I was looking at the top bit. There's a standing stone just over here in the distance. Can you see it just above the grass? And then I noticed this massive dip there. And you could just imagine, maybe that was full of rocks, maybe that was all been cleared. It's like a massive avenue, if you like. Can you imagine all the people there and having that as like actually this slope here with stones coming off from the quarry? Maybe not sort of Neolithic or anything, but I don't know, it could be. But you could just imagine. And then maybe it was always there, naturally. But just where the grassy thing is with the sheep there, it just looks like an entrance, if you like. A huge entrance to a main quarry. And this is where they thought the bluestones from Stonehenge came from here, from this one here. Up until some dating proved that it was actually Carn Goedog. But in 1989, this is where they flew the stones down to the memorial. That's the memorial stone down at the bottom, comes from here. Flew it down by a Chinook helicopter, and the other one was taken to Stonehenge from here. And they believed for years that this was the source of the bluestones of Stonehenge. I don't know if it's proven that it isn't, but they've proved that Carn Goedog has numerous stones that have like the same fingerprint, if you like, from the Carn that are at Stonehenge. I'm just going to look at this standing stone here. It's quite interesting to have this standing stone just at the foot of here. And then I'm going to walk up and in through I'm going to call that the main entrance, the avenue up. This is phenomenally big Carn, this one. So does this mark like a burial place? Just wedged though, that one. I think it might just be a recent marker stone. This is definitely a cairn, obviously, yeah. So this is a place of burial, I think, where they buried somebody's ashes. Is it a kist? I think they call it a kist or a cairn. This is the top, marked by lots of stones. So instantly that makes this a special place. Or it might be because it's the biggest, so they buried They buried somebody important at the biggest carn. I think it's a special place. This is a special place. Look at those stones. All ready to go. All potential standing stones there, look. You can see why they thought they came from here.